well. They work well together. So taking that step back actually could be really useful for this team to be able to just reset themselves going into a big competition like this.
Now what happens if they also play World of Warcraft together, but you know, they do raids, and what if they confuse the raid with the game that they're playing here? You know, it becomes very, you know, who's going to heal me? I'm taking down. Nobody is going to heal you. You're dying.
Well, they aren't playing Fnatic yet. You know, there's no raid boss here on this map.
No raid boss, all right. Well, maybe they're going to be all right in that case. They are playing the Polish ESC, and the team we're talking about is LDLC.com, so finally we're getting underway. Ladies and gentlemen, here it goes. Cobblestone, best of one, the Dreamhack Winter 2014, and it is going to be LDLC starting on the supposedly more favorite side, the CT side of this map.
Yeah, and Shoxy, off to a pretty rough start, instantly takes a bullet to the face there. So his little peek out of A apartment certainly didn't help things. It is looking like ESC, however, are going to start moving over towards that B site. So no surprise there. ESC, they want to go crashing in with the Glock train and just try and overrun the defense as quickly as possible. There are 3 guys here holding for LDLC, however, and they are in pretty decent spots.
And BK's position is actually pretty risky, because unless he kills someone instantly, he's going to get overwhelmed here. Flash banged in, he's trying to run away, and he turns around for the good headshot, but that's just an even trade, or a 1-for-1 trade if you prefer. Happy in the middle here, actually not hitting anyone, and they're ignoring him. He's going to try and reload in the corner, and he's just getting overwhelmed. He hits the headshot. What? He's finally going to go down. He survived way too long, and now Shox is trying to stay alive inside this bomb site. Still very low from earlier on. It's going to be nice with a double kill now in a 1-on-2.
Let's see exactly. He's not onto a site either. Shoxy's still holding this position, blocking him off from that A site. Smith is now rotating in, so he's going to be in position to flank this as well. If Shoxy can just stay alive and keep Minai's off this bomb site, Smith is going to be able to do the damage. And there you go, from connector. Minai doesn't know where to look. He's trying to rush in here, but Shoxy's keeping alive.
Great movement from Shox, and that's going to be LDLC winning that first round. That could have definitely, and maybe even should have been ESC's round. I think Happy should have died without taking anyone with him. But he's the silenced USPS. They had no idea.
But they looked right at him. How, like, that must have been just a full 90-degree turn so fast that he didn't see Happy, but he looked right at Happy. I mean, Happy's laugh there says it all. He's like, yeah, I know I shouldn't have got away with that. I know that was pushing it a little bit. NBK as well should have been in a position where he actually just flat out died, and he still turned it into a 1-for-1. So LDLC, they managed to make it work, and this time around, ESC 2 big kills.
That's a huge opening. Now they can get in, probably get the bomb down here. They've stolen the 2 from us. They have the armor as well. Great round here from the Polish team. And LDLC, you got to be really careful right now. Minai's goes down though, so does Innocent. And we are back into a 3-on-3. No bomb plant happening yet. NBK waiting on the corner with the Mag 7, trying to do a little bit more damage. And it's going to be 0 left in 1-on-3. So after such a great start, it's actually looking a little bit tricky here now for ESC, and they're going to end up losing the round.
Yeah, actually losing that bomb plant pretty much cost them everything right there, because to get across that open ground, to get onto that site, they just couldn't do it. They were cut off completely. So ESC, that's a real shame. That was a huge opportunity for an upset there to take a second round win. We've talked about this. I mean, we've seen it already today. You know, these sorts of scenarios where you're ecoing, or you do invest some money, so it's still a buy round, but still you can totally turn everything on its head right there at the start of the half. So ESC, bit of a missed opportunity there. We'll see if they can actually bounce back in the 4th.
Yeah, if they had kept going full speed into that bomb site, I think they would have at the very least got the bomb down. Now they're trying to take a long-range fight here. Glocks versus M4 is not exactly a fun deal for the Polish team, and it's going to be down to 0 and Rallen, who are going to get caught eventually here. I don't think they expected much from this round, but if you could catch someone middle close range, maybe you could get a kill or something, but I don't think they wanted too much out of this round.
No, I mean, they hardly invested anything at all in this round either. Look at this, LDLC are camping right outside this door as well. They know exactly where he is. Take a risk. Happy's waiting. He smiles, and there we go. LDLC. Very nice anti-eco round from them. That's the kind of round that they need to start building that money going on into the rest of this half as well. They need to get that buffer as quickly as possible so that if ESC in this first buy round actually win, LDLC might have the money to deal with that. And they're just towing the line right now, Anders.
Just indeed. Shox actually will be the one picking up the AWP, so it won't be Smiths, and even on LDLC, I mean, especially on Overpass, we've seen Happy AWPing lately, and actually being pretty good at it too, but Shox is the one who picks it up this time around. Maybe he just has a feeling for it, and over at the B bomb site, it's going to be Smiths with the opening kill. Grenade that kill to follow there. He burns Innocent alive. Barbecue Anders is pleased, and it's going to be down to a 3-on-4 right now. Smith's trying to take a fight, and he gets a third kill there. The headshot through the smoke. Finally, they deal with him.
Finally, they managed to get rid of this man, but he's done some damage. Now we're into a man advantage here for LDLC. Happy manages to peek out and take out Miles, and this is all down to Spiro now. That's a brutal HE. Shocks comes in to finish the job. Bit of overkill there with the op, but that was Smith's round, pretty much. He recognized the rush early on and just went for the mad spray, did sick damage, and then just stayed alive. It was pretty much textbook play coming out of Smith's.
And that seems to be the theme. When you want to go for that B rush, if the CTs beat you to it and you don't have the right entry flashbangs to stop them from doing that, and even if you do, because the actual angle is so narrow, you can still end up getting sprayed down. You already have smokes and grenades and everything else, so a bit of a risk taken by ESC, and it doesn't turn out quite how they imagined. This time they invest into a bunch of different pistols here. Yeah, good grenade.
Oh, and they're going into the room, and they're totally on fire. They take so much damage from that one incendiary. That's a problem there, and now ESC kind of boxed in here, Happy making sure that they can't rotate through connector towards that A site. In the meantime, LDLC is still holding strong on the main B site. Smith has got that Scar 20 as well.
Hiroshima trying for the wall bang, not going to connect, but you're right, the auto sniper all the way in the back. Definitely a powerful tool to deal with what's coming. And ESC, I mean, it feels like maybe MBK is going to be the only kill they get. Happy could walk into death if he keeps going, because Innocent, oh, he had a good angle for it.
He did, and Innocent walks away just as Happy comes up those stairs. He's going to be feeling a little bit miffed about that. And Shoxy hunts down Rollin, who is lurking up in the BFs. So this is starting to get a little scary here, because the money's starting to get at least out of hand on Happy's side. He's sitting on 12 grand, and he's fully bought as well. So they've got a decent bank now, LDLC. It's not the end of the world, although there's a couple of members who are a little low. Smith and Kyoshima. It's not quite there yet, but it is definitely getting to a point where LDLC, there's going to be a lot of pressure taken off their shoulders, at least about when it gets to the money.
Now ESC making a tough decision and going for the double op setup's a pretty expensive, choice, but I kind of like it. Showing a willingness to try different things is always healthy, and this is from ESC's point of view, it's a very interesting map, obviously, because they might be able to catch LDLC off guard just a little bit, because obviously the French team won't have that much experience on this. ESC might not either, but that can still work out for them in the long run.
No, they've got some clever little boosts as well to look into drop. That's a very cool little angle there from Innocent. That could potentially catch somebody off guard here from LDLC. We did see that, Happy was using that position earlier. Shoxy will get the drop on Spiro, and that's one off down now.
Such a shame, because he was obviously the one person playing on that side of the map, which means now if any noise is being made over at B, there's going to be a bit of a rotation going on from LDLC. They'll know pretty quickly that there's nobody else coming A. Kiyoshima flashed out, just waiting, and they're actually trying to fall back and just buy a little bit of time. Easy take there on Mouse.
Mouse never knew what hit him there, and now Kiyoshima can rotate back through. They know that he's holding close right, and they should be able to predict. There you go, the op, but the shot gets missed. Minai is missing a crucial shot, and Smith is still alive at the back of the site with the Scar 20. This is going to be brutal. Hello! Drops the bomb out in the open, but Innocent. Okay, then. Doesn't change the outcome of the round, but that was still a pretty nice shot there on Smith.
It was. I mean, once they get into that bomb site, they're actually on the site to try and take the fights. It's good, but they lose so many players getting into the site that, they really can't do much. Like, they lose half their force even just getting close to the bomb site. That's not quite good enough. They need to have pre-planned smokes that allow them to get in and put the bomb down so they can fight for the afterplant, because once you put down the bomb and the B-bomb down, that's obviously the upside. It's really hard to take, but once you have the bomb down, kind of hard for the CTs to do anything about it either, and again, that grenade follow function.
It's so sexy. So sexy. That is going to be an equally sexy nade right there. We don't follow it, but Smith, he's got his AWP now. This is that AWP. Just a USP, but he doesn't really need the pistol. He gets 3 frags with the sniper rifle alone, and LDLC are just looking so hot right now. But I mean, they're Frenchmen, so that's normal, right?
Zero goes down at the end. Shox will pick up the AWP shot, and that's going to be it. They even saved the AWP that Smith lost there, so maybe you're right.
All right, well, but I think you did have a good point there. I think we need to see ESC trying to rely a bit more on gear. The only problem is that gear is only going to get you so far, because at the end of the day, you're going to kind of have to land this shot on Smith. You have to get rid of him somehow without him wrecking half your team. But that's the power of the position that I was talking about. That pillar on that B site, to be able to dance around it with an AWP like that just makes you a nightmare. a nightmare to get rid of.
Oh, Smith's right through, picks up a double. One of them was with the AWP. Now the bomb is actually trapped there. So what? I don't know how they can actually get back from this ESC. Again, we did warn that this B bomb site is definitely the most popular one, but right now ESC are not making it work. So they might want to reconsider and see if they can head on back to the A bomb site instead and do some work over there, because that seems, I mean, at this point almost nothing can be worse than what they're doing right here.
Smiths is really ruining their day. Now we have actually a shot taken at range there. Happy does manage to emerge victorious, but that was a bit of a close call. He got dropped fairly low. There's the man in question though, Smiths, just coming through with so many frags for his team. Round after round, he's sitting on 10 right now, 10, 2, and 4. So Smith is definitely showing that he's in good shape going into this.
And Rallen, one of the guys that I said I thought was a man to watch here, is actually pulling a 008. So that's not cool. He's already past the James Bond level, and that's not where you want to be at this point. It's 9th round coming up. They're back on pistols as well on the ESC side. They don't want to try and force it up with Galils, which they obviously could given the round loss bonus, but it's not cool. I think that's the right choice. Close range here. Shox is going to pick up the first kill. They almost line it up. He's got the AWP up. Again, he's just hiding in the smoke. How is this man still alive? And he's going to try the scope. He lives through the round. You've got to be kidding me. Now it's down to a nice 1 on 5. Shox should not be living right now.
Sucks.
Maybe this is World of Warcraft. Maybe somebody really did put like a bubble on him. You know, the Paladin bubble, and you stayed alive a little bit longer. What's going on?
But where is this TP, man? Still, this positioning right here, the first shot already, that's pretty sick. Misses half of his bullets there, so that was a bit sloppy, but he still gets the job done and gets the kill through the other teammate, by the way, and wraps up with the third one. I mean, Shox, that was just some masterful fancy footwork going through, holding mid down. Now ESC, they must be worried. Going over to A site, they're running into Shox, who's playing really hot right now, and going to B, they've got Smiths. Now, where can they actually take this fight and come out ahead versus the Frenchman?
Well, there's a question they're going to have to find the answer to pretty soon, because they are running out of rounds here in the first half. I think Happy's still covering from up in that window room in the middle, which is a good position. Zero's over here, just waiting, a bit of a patience battle again, and Shox is going to peek on out, and this time it works in favor of ESC, so maybe they can use this opening for something. Happy's position is great, unless they manage to walk through, because getting out of this room again is really, really difficult.
Oh, this angle that Happy has, they have no idea, and he gets 3. There you go, the revenge frag. That's going to slow ESC down. Now, of course, ESC know that he is sitting in here, but the flash from his mate, he gets another frag, and he's still in the fight. NBK takes out Minai's in the meantime, and just like that, sick play from Happy leads to LDLC having full control again.
Happy with the double, now the triple coming in with the final one there, and it's going to be Innocent left alive. Can Happy secure the last kill? No, he's going to get headshot right before that happens. Still very good round from him, very good movement. Actually, it's like a simple thing, but if you're going to play that position, you need to spend a little bit of time learning how to work that ladder, because if you miss that, if you get stuck on the ladder, or if you fall and take a lot of damage, then it's really something that can screw that up. But that was clearly a pre-planned thing for LDLC. He got flashed in and then just darted right down, expert timing, and then took that kill. So pretty good.
Now, I'm surprised at how quickly they decided to actually have that play though, where they flash him out of the room.
Yeah. There's 3 AWPs being picked up on the LDLC side, so they're really serious about the sniping business. And trying to fall back is Shox. He's just going to go down to where he lived the last time, and there's even a smoke waiting for him. They're just hunting him, and Shox, he picks up the first, gets the second one, CSAT 75 for that triple kill, and it's going to be ESC getting completely wrecked by Shox all the way over at the A side of the map.
Disgusting. Happy's now in position. He's going to win the duel versus Minai's. Minai's has had 0 luck as far as the AWP is concerned, and Happy picks up the second frag. 3 for Shox, 2 for Happy, and a job well done for LDLC. This is looking like it is practically over now. ESC, what can they do? They've got the money to go for a force buy again, but it feels like they've just been forcing up round after round. The double up plays are not working for them. So it is going to be a CZ armor buy to try and even the money out, and it's going to be all about the 13th round then for ESC to get on the board. They need at least 1 round. I mean, sure, the map is CT-sided, but they need at least 1 round.
They need at least 1 round. I think Rallen needs at least 1 kill. He's still at 0-11 here. It's not looking so good. This time, there it is. He picks up Kiyoshima, but it's instantly returned. MBK with a double. Smith's picking up 1 as well. They do only have the pistols here, and it's not working out so well. Smith's with the 1, and there's a headshot right through the opening in the wall. And that will be a triple kill for Smith, who's currently at 13, but top fragging is Happy at 16, closely followed by Shoxy. at 15 kills. Looking really good at the moment for LDLC, and they do have an outrageous amount of money.
At this point, it's just silly how much money they have. They don't have to worry about the rest of the half. They could lose every round and they'll have enough money for buys here. It's ESC who once again are going for the double off play, except that, you know, they don't have Chris J here, man. I don't know how it's supposed to work. Where's Olive?
I mean, you wish, right? That would be what you need right now to try and counter what Smiths and Happy are throwing at them, but I don't know. Still looking for an opening, but it's going to be Shoxy taking instead. Zero's gone, and ESC, they're still back to what they've been doing all along, which is spreading themselves out a little bit across the map. They just want those entry frags, but they, more often than not, they aren't getting them.
That's a real issue, right? When it comes down to winning the battles, winning the duels, because clearly that's what ESC have in mind. They've tried smokes and nades. They're trying to make their gear work, but when the gear doesn't actually happen and they look for the picks, they just are never actually finding those picks to open up the map for them. And that's a real problem when you're talking about LDLC, who have locked down this map. Clearly, NBK starting off yet again. And it just looks like Innocent cannot connect with the shot right now.
He really needs that. Nice is going to pick up a kill. Happy will get a return right now on Rallin, but 2 on 4. Innocent putting in some really good work in this round, but he is completely surrounded. He's going to take down another kill here, making it a double for himself, and it's a 1 on 2, but it's only 25 seconds, and he's not controlling the bomb either.
Oh, nice try there. Good attempt from Innocent, but he's not quite connecting. Sick nade right there onto Happy. That's going to ring his bells. But then he sets up the angle for Shoxy, who was the overlapping field of fire there for LDLC. There was no way he was going to get close to that bomb. And also with the time, there was just so little time. He would have had to have basically make a dead sprint to be able to pick that up, and LDLC just weren't going to allow it. Now, look at what LDLC are doing with all that filthy money, Anders.
Yeah, they're going nuts, right? Auto Sniper, AWP, all the grenades that they can, that they could ever dream of. I mean, we were talking about this being a gamble early on for LDLC, and it seems like it's being paid off. This is almost a jack-off for them.
All right, let's see. This is actually pretty advantageous here for Smith. They may think he has stepped, he has made noise, so they may think, okay, there's somebody holding close right now. We don't actually know if he's flashed, but NBK in the meantime is cleaning up Spiro. Smith still holding this aggressive angle, and ESC don't budge. Very patient play here from ESC, despite the fact that, well, I mean, they're obviously 2 guys down. It really isn't looking too hot.
So 3rd kill coming in from NBK, and it's going to be Manize here all alone. Will be going down. Nobody dies on LDLC's side, and they start the next round with 2 people on 16,000 more or less, and it's all looking great. It's the 15th round, and LDLC might be about to have a perfect half here on Cobblestone. Yeah,
another flawless half. Because we've had one already today. So it's looking like right now LDLC, this cobble pick, you know, that we were so worried about. I mean, granted, the map is not over yet. But this cobble pick is certainly working out pretty well for LDLC so far. This is definitely looking like they've actually put some time in on the map, and this could be a viable option for them. With the flash out through, and Smith's only going to pick up the first one. Mouse gets a very crucial revenge frag there.
It's a good headshot from MBK, and Happy's going to pick up a kill as well. Mouse finally taking down Happy. So now 2 on 3. Still not looking that great, but I mean, Innocent is sneaking his way up all the way at A, so maybe he can pick up a kill and sort of equalize it into a 2 on 2, but he actually reveals his position a little bit too quick. Quick gets the headshot on Shock, so that's a good job on his part. And now, can they finally pick up a round here?
It looks like it. They are in a situation where they can actually come out ahead. Innocent is now camping the A site. He's going to be able to keep eyes on Connector. Limited nades, they actually don't have any. Now he just manages to pick up an incendiary grenade, Mouse, and he's looking to see if he can't clear the gap of that. But he has to run past the Scar 20, and well, the M4 gets the job done too. NBK will take him out. Bomb drop down in the middle of nowhere. Innocent taking the battle, but he can't do it. Cannot lock it down.
All right, guys, the stream is just going to go black for a second as we're restarting the video mix, so don't panic. Half is going to be coming up, so don't worry, that's all it is. All right, that's an interesting situation there for I mean, it looked so close, right? Kirishima almost died. He survived on 22 health, but couldn't actually make it out.
That looked like it was going to be the opportunity there. Innocent, he got onto that site as well. Just the fact that they didn't have a smoke. If they could block off a connector with the smoke in that scenario, they get that bomb plant, and likely, you know, all likelihood, they win that round. But just because they lacked the gear, there's a Scar 20 and M4 waiting on the other side of that connector. It wasn't looking too good there. You tried running past the Scar 20. The damage, man. The damage, the fear.
Oh man, such a strong performance from LDLC. And it makes you wonder, I mean, I don't think they've put an excessive amount of practice into this map, but I mean, if they had it, it would also be a bad reason to pick it now, because obviously having such a good performance here against ESC, and again, ESC is not just like a rollover team necessarily. I imagine a lot of other teams in this tournament later on go, you know, into the quarterfinals, assuming LDLC get that far.
Assuming LDLC get that far.
Yeah, I mean, it feels likely, right?
I think, you know, speaking of fear, any team in this tournament watching LDLC play right now, there's that little trickle of sweat that's going down their backs because they know they might actually run into these guys in the playoff brackets, and it isn't going to be pretty. Yeah. LDLC right now are just looking really good.
You could imagine those teams banning out Cobblestone, right? Just based on this performance, just simply saying that's not something we want to try.
Yeah, exactly. But then it's just like, okay, well, we still got Inferno, we still got Mirage, we still got Dust 2. We will wreck you. We will ruin your day.
It feels like it. Shocks. I mean, everyone's just performing at a really high level right now.
This really opens up options, though, for LDLC. This is what makes it really interesting, because if they can show a level like this on Cobble, a map that all these teams, they don't want to play. However, do these other teams, can they play Nuke? Can they play Cash? Can they play other maps? So do they try and use their ban on Inferno to take LDLC's strongest map out? All of a sudden, LDLC have just shown, yeah, we're not even going to hide it. We can play Cobble. So in the bans, you better think about that going into the best of threes.
Yeah, and that's exactly the situation. But now going into the second half, it's obviously all on ESC to try and make this look a little bit prettier, or it's going to be on LDLC to try and 16-0 ESC right here. Mouse trying to reload his C set, and it's going to be a great headshot to take down Smiths. Can they get a little bit more right here? The Glocks are still firing away, and MBK will pick up a return kill finally.
Well, the bomb gets dropped out in a bit of an awkward spot, though. Shoxy trying to find a shot at range. It's Innocent who's dancing behind that pillar yet again with 18 points of health. Longest duel. But they are camping this bomb now, ESC, and this is a position that they should be able to hold. This isn't a position that LDLC should be able to crack easily here. Kyoshima looking to get a flank, but this angle is covered. This has now become a bit of a difficult spot here for LDLC, considering they're a man down as well.
They got plenty of time, and they got some health to work with as well, but they're out of grenades. Definitely not going to be easy. I think you're right. This is a strange position right now for the terrorist side to find themselves in. That's a good shot from Happy, though, to bring down Innocent. And now we're actually at a 3-on-3 situation. Kyoshima, he's going to need some backup if he wants to do this. And does he try and just walk down, or does he jump down? I think he just got shot in the feet a little bit. And that's Shock's going down.
Yeah, the Shock's going down. They're actually going to double up here. It's going to be LDLC just trying to go in here. 2-on-3 now. Well, it's just down to ESC getting the first round on the board. First round, CT pistol, they get the job done. Well, for a second there, it was a real brawl, so sorry about the hang up, but there we go.
Yeah, Mouse coming up with a triple kill in that pistol round, so good job on his part. 15-1. And even a Tech 9 being purchased on Shocks here. Good job.
Yeah, that's actually really interesting, because the rest of them, they all go CZ. LDLC, no discussion. They just go CZ, but then Shoxy on T side will actually go Rec 9. That's really interesting. Oh, this nade.
Rec 9.
Good damage onto Kyoshima. A little bit less than I thought it would be, but Maus now has a great opportunity here with the Pro 90. If they come hunting him one at a time, again, will LDLC make the same mistake? And they do.
Yeah, just kind of boxed into the middle now. Not really sure where they're going to go with this now. Mouse picking up a couple of good kills, and it's going to be Rallen to pick up one as well with the FAMAS. Finally, they get a return kill onto Mouse, but it might have been too late at this point here. So overall, ESC not looking too bad in this round. They're going to finish up with losing 2 people, but no bomb plant for LDLC, and the polls, they get a chance here to continue.
Yeah, they have another round basically to build that money, and that's going to be a very important bit. Although the money is really just going to be like so they can afford double ops round after round, even if they can't save one of them. If they lose one of them, they need to be able to buy it up again, because basically it doesn't matter if they lose the round, that's it, they're done. ESC now need a perfect half on their CT side, so this is the start to that. They're going to get an easy one here because LDLC, they've only invested $900 in PT50s. 2 Glocks still, so this is really just going to be like a run and die sort of round for LDLC, I imagine. Peek out, see what they can do, if they can actually get a shot in.
MBK's not afraid at all, but he's got to be careful because there is a crossfire going on, and reloading, not the best time for it. He's going to go back in and won't find the headshot there. Zero picking up 2 kills, and Sharks finally coming with the Glock actually to take down Minais.
Yeah, look at that. That nade. Let's see how things shape up here. I mean, basically, it's him and Happy. Problem is that Shoxy, he stops that knife from coming in. Don't get ahead of yourself, Spiro. You're trying to shank Shoxy as well. That is like Shoxy takes it personal when you do that.
Gotta be careful.
That's a good way to mess with Shoxy's mind, though. Just because, I mean, Shoxy, of course, he's got so much experience. He wouldn't really let it get to him, but he does not stand for knifing in games. That is something that he actually reprimanded Foxio for at Gamescom. I mean, he tried it. He did get it off there, Foxio, in that match from Epsilon, but Shoxy definitely chewed him out afterwards. So that could be a little bit of a mind game there coming out from ESC.
You actually see a pre-planned smoke going in for the LDLC side. We didn't really get to catch it, but it's still a pretty cool idea. And they are going to go there quickly out on this A-bomb, also the B-bomb side as well. Innocent all the way in the back here. Rallen putting in a grenade. That's going to land really well. That's a lot of damage put in. Absolutely value grenade coming out.
Who's going to land the shots, though? That's the thing. They've done some significant damage to LDLC, but LDLC is still just sitting in these positions. They haven't decided to move. They're still waiting, and Rallen will pick up a frag. NBK is now out of the picture. Can't really back up, though. That smoke goes down a block-off connector, and it looks like LDLC are going to start closing in, but Innocent crouching all the way in back room is going to just be picking up frag after frag, and LDLC don't even know where to look. They're getting picked off left and right by M4A1s.
So that round from LDLC here, as Happy's the only one left, was very reminiscent of what ESC were doing when they were on their terrorist side, which it seems like a lot of these terrorist teams, they end up using a bunch of their grenades to get onto that plateau. And then once they are on the plateau, they have no clue how to get further on. Like, they don't get in, they don't have grenades left so they can smoke off the CTs and get in and get the bomb down. Yeah. So it becomes really tricky. It's
still that wide belt. That wide belt, basically, before you can actually get onto that bomb site. You're going to use your nades to try and close off the close quarters angles that the ESC are going to be trying to hold. But then there's still this wide open area before you can actually get onto the site, the one I'm talking about right there in front of the pillar. So it's tough. If LDLC can't just maintain momentum and kill off ESC very quickly, it's so tough for them to actually crack that site. It looks like Spiro right now in mid, looking for a shot. Manice is actually going to get baited into one of his own there. Does miss it as well. So ESC need to land some of these shots, so they're going to get overrun. Smith just barely not getting it done.
This could have been really scary if he had gone down without taking anyone with him, but it's not looking too bad, although Manice does go down with the AWP, and MBK is going to quickly pick it up. Happy's waiting in the middle, and maybe he's going to get rewarded. Yes, he will. Instant kill there onto Innocent. He's still going to be running with the knife out straight into the open arms of Mouse, leaving it up to Shox. With the AWP 1-on-2, he's got a deagle as well.
Oh, he's been spotted. This is going to be the shot. Oh, Shox! He decides to do it with the pistol instead. Gets the deagle and puts it to work. 1v1 now, and with an AWP, Shoxy can do some damage here.
And he's going to try and fake him out. He knows that the bomb is up here, so he's going to have to get it eventually. 30 seconds left, and I think Mouse has a good idea what's going on as well. He's not in such a bad position. It's going to be really tough for Shox.
Yeah, as soon as Shox...
All right.
Really tough, really tough. He makes it look easy. Just walks up.